Welcome to Xtra, presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. You can follow Xtra on Twitter at Xtra VDG. Be sure to follow Xtra on Twitter at Xtra VDG. Check out the website as well. That is xtra.vdgsports.com. xtra.vdgsports.com. There's a YouTube as well. VDG Sports. Like, subscribe, and share. Or do whatever it is you do there. Do whatever it is you do there. Comment if you may, comment if you must. Just do whatever you need to do. This episode is not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. VinceDouglasGregory.com is where you can keep up with me, my whereabouts, my well-being, everything in between, what I'm thinking, what I'm not thinking, what I'm doing, what I'm planning, what I'm plotting. Basically, all things Vince. And I'm trying to get caught up. And when I get caught up, that's when more sponsoring will occur and some surprises along the way. And that's VinceDouglasGregory.com. You can also follow me on Twitter, Vince D. Gregory. I guess I'll start saying that again. Noobs, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. If you are still here, if not, maybe somebody will tell you that I wanted to thank you. Maybe somebody will be a pal and let you know that I wanted to thank you. Regs, you know what it is. We back at it again. This feels like every day, but it's not every day. We got this special, unique bond that we share between the two of us. Somebody, somewhere, some minute, some moment, gonna come up with a word for this, a name for this, a word combination for it, a word choice. But until then, we're just gonna keep on with the keep on, because we know what it is. We understand this unique bond that we share. Non-verbal communicating peeps. That ain't for you. That's for everybody else. We communicate nonverbal. I didn't have to say a word. I definitely know where I want to go with this. And hopefully I can get to the place where I need to be. I utilize music for a large number of things. Concentration to concentrate, focus, basically, to enhance my creativity, to go to sleep, to basically drive my mood or change the mood or what have you. I basically use music for a large number of things. And that's why I appreciate the artists who create music. I know I can't do it. Or let me rephrase that. I can make music. I know that what I create that's called music isn't listenable. And yes, I'm creating the word if it doesn't already exist. It's not something that you would want to hear more often than not. It's not something that you want to hear a lot. And that's why I have a large appreciation for the artist who creates music, even though I sometimes don't show it or don't say it. And that's a me problem. That's a my fault. And I'll take full blame for that, because there's some artists that I expect more from because I know enough about their career. I know enough about them that they want the world to know. Much, digging that I can do that is not stalkerish and what have you. And it's just that I would like them to grow. I like them to uh, be more than one dimensional. I like to see something different or for them to be honest. And when I mean honest, tell me your truth, even if I can't rock with it, meaning it's not my cup of tea, it's not my bag. I'll still appreciate it for what it is, and I can still rate it for what it is. And that's a me problem because that's me projecting what I would like and what I would want artists to do in that sense. And it's not necessarily about them. And that's why there's been a lot of misunderstandings about how I talk about and approach certain genres and certain subgenres and certain styles and what have you, and probably areas and whatnot. Don't get me wrong. I can I can listen to music that will educate me and music that will make me think and giddy with the nerd stuff and the wordplay and the ooh, going back and listening to it over and over and finding something different every time. That's good. That's great. That's amazing. I like it. I love it. I heart it. I can get with it. I can get with it. But also there are moments and there are times where I just want to listen to music that's just on a full out attack. The beat is beating your eardrums. The words are just beating you down. The story is just in full attack mode. And then there's other times where I just want to not how can I put this? Transport. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Sometime I want to just transport to a country, to somewhere I've been before, and I just want to not necessarily live in the past, but take that moment that I had in that area, in that country, in that place that I was, and have that music just transport me back into that area. And I'm just in that, in that, in that word of, not word, but in that frame of mind. There we go. In that frame of mind. So I can listen to, music from foreign countries or music from places that I've been and I don't speak the language. And that's another reason why I have to say, that's another reason why I have to say that this whole thing about me disliking mumble rap, me disliking the whole mumble thing, that wasn't true. That's not true. I appreciate the art that is made. I appreciate the talent that it takes to get a subgenre like that respect. But also, I'd be a hypocrite. I'll be a hypocrite if I just poo poo on it. And I'll be a hypocrite if I just say, you know what? I don't understand what you are saying. I don't care. And blah, 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 blah. Get up on my high horse and, my high pedestal with my nose turned up and just looking down and wrongly judging the genre itself, especially when there are occasions and there are times where I listen to foreign music where I don't speak the language and I don't know the words, and the music itself and the music combined with the words of whatever they're saying, it just comes together harmonically and it's just music to my ears and it sounds good and it makes me feel fine. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like dancing, dancing. And it makes me want to make my chest pop or do the happy dance. And if I'm that person, if I'm that guy, which I am, how could I rightfully, how can I honestly criticize, mumble when it's pretty much the same thing almost, except for I do speak the language. That's the caveat, I guess. That's the caveat. I do speak the language. But if the beat's banging and the mumble's correct, and I can't fault it. I can't fault it. I think my biggest issue, or yeah, my biggest issue is that you can't you can't take that and say you are the best or one of the best, and if I can't understand you. That's all I'm saying. I can't make a vote. You can't get my vote even though I don't have a vote anymore. It's gone. Being one of the best or the best, and if I can't interpret, if I can't understand, that's just where I drew the line, and somehow that got morphed into me being anti, and that's how it is though. That's how it is. So I appreciate it because I'm not a hypocrite. I appreciate it, and I'm not a hypocrite. But today, let me tell you something. Today, my choices of music, it was all over the map, and that is okay. That is okay because I am human, and today was more evidence and proof that some of you need that I'm human. That some of you need that I'm human. I'm not a robot, even though I may talk like one, even though I may act like one, even though I may sound like one. But hey, robots are the future. Robots are the future. Oh, that's a glitch. 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 And that's a glitch with a GL. FYI. My mood, it wasn't bouncing all over the place, but my need for certain music was bouncing all over the place. And I started off with listening to foreign music that obviously I know the language to, but it's not my native tongue. And I listened to that for hours upon hours. And I was just jamming. I was just jamming, listening to it, saying some of the words back, and just being transported into the the environment, I'd say. Being transported into the environment and just having my mind and heart, body, and soul just get in that type of flow. Then all of a sudden it changed. Then all of a sudden it changed, and I just had to go somewhere else. As I was saying, I just needed that full out assault, that full out attack. And I just went to I guess it's got to be favorites now. Because if I go back and look at the data that I have, I probably listen to this artist a lot more often than I normally would. In the top 15 or 20, they're probably in the top 15 or 20 when it comes to this particular genre. And that's pretty high. That's pretty high because with this, I kind of stick to the tried and true, stick to who I know because they'll never let me down. And then when it comes to this, I'm more of a, I'm more of a, hey, I need to think. Hey, I need to learn something. Hey, that was clever. That was clever. So I'm more one of those, even though I have an appreciation for all sorts of subgenres, an appreciation for all types of this. That would be my particular choice. That would be my particular choice. So this artist, this artist being in the top 15, top 20, that is something special. So I needed that all out assault. I needed that all out attack, and I just put it on. And then when I put it on, I've heard it before because when it first came out, I listened to it like 2, 3, 4 days in a row because it was just banging. It was just banging. And sometime, concepts really doesn't matter. Sometime meaningful stories don't matter. Sometime you just want what you want and you get what you want. And today, after listening to my foreign stuff, I just wanted what I wanted. And I went to this artist and I went to this album and I pressed play and it it was a full out assault from the first track all the way to the end. It was a full out assault. I was ready. I was in the mood to go. I was ready to go, in the mood to go. But this is not saying that I was ready to throw them things. This wasn't saying that I was trying to make them fingers dance. This wasn't saying that I was trying to do the money man dance backwards while turning backflips, saying, "Say something, I dare ya," or "Do what I do if you must." No, it wasn't any of that. It's just that the mood was aggressive, and I just wanted a place where that aggression can just keep just building off each other, just building, bouncing, building, bouncing, building, bouncing. And of course, at some point, you got to come down. Of course, at some point, you got to come down from all that aggression. But instead of going to one of my softer genres or softer artists, I kind of just stopped listening and just went and just thought about what I need to do for the day. And then that led me to think, it's like, hey, I get it now. I get it now. Because I always thought and I always wondered, how was Nickelback so popular? But yet, when you ask people, do they listen to Nickelback? They say no. They don't tell the truth. They ain't truth tellers. Somebody's listening because their albums and their songs keep getting um, recognition, awards, and what have you. And that's what I was thinking about after my full out assault, my full out attack, and then like it sort of hit me, and I realized that just because I'm able to think out of reasons why and this and that and understand so much, that doesn't necessarily mean that that is the way of the world. And then I happen to go somewhere and realize that a song was playing. And I was like, that's it. That is it. I got the answer. If you know, you know.